Good morning. I'm better. I still look like damn it, but my headache is totally gone. I hope you all watched yesterday's Vlogmas video where I said I had a migraine. I'm assuming it was a migraine. I don't get migraine, so that's just my assumption. I slept all night long, woke up at about, I don't even know what time it was, just like my hips were achy. I think just because I laid down basically all day yesterday, but woke up, my headache is totally gone. I don't know what the heck. But it's 10 after 10 in the morning. Yes, I'm still in my pajamas. Yes, I'm gonna get in the shower and wash my hair, but I'm having some yogurt. Randy and I just been hanging out this morning, super slow, talked to my daughters, talked to my sister, just kind of updating everybody that I'm fine. I guess it was just a migraine. And I even got the stockings hung on the mantle this morning. So Randy's in the shower right now. I'm gonna eat just a dab of yogurt. And then I think we're just gonna hang around here, eat leftover pizza because we had a bunch left over from last night. I am gonna do some online shopping this morning. There's a couple things I need to get off my list. And then I think we're gonna run out to the mall to that little gift shop that I told you all about yesterday. If you don't know what I'm talking about, y'all gotta like stay caught up. It's Vlogmas, right? Things happen really fast every day. But my husband's buddy, one of his friends, owns a men's clothing and gift store in the next town over. And for the holidays, he opened up one in our mall. It's called Roosters. So he has two things there that my husband's been in the store. He saw it, he wants it, and he's been holding those things behind the counter for us. And we actually went in there on the night before Thanksgiving, and they closed early. So we're like, what the heck? And then we weren't able to get back there until yesterday, and then I was sick. So we're actually gonna get out this afternoon, go do that. There are a couple other things that I wanna actually see at the mall. I'm wanting some new gloves for Christmas, and the gloves I have are like years and years old. But when it gets cold outside, and y'all, it is supposed to snow here today, but when it gets cold outside, even in the winter, it doesn't even have to be snowing, that's beside the point. I always put on gloves because I do get like cracks around my cuticles that hurt so bad. And when it's cold weather, if I go out, I've got to keep my hands covered, so I need some new gloves. And that's something I just have got to try on to feel them. So I think I want to go in Dillard's and try on some gloves. And also in Dillard's, I want to see if they have any coffee mugs that I like. I told you all I was wanting new coffee mugs for Christmas. So I want to go see them and feel them and just look around. So we're just going to get out of the house. Yeah, so I'm going to eat my yogurt, try to get on with my day, and I'll see you all in just a little bit. So this morning, I was able to get up all of our stockings. I love our stockings. A couple years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I had these little wooden names carved out for each of our stocking. So I just bought like generic, ooh, camera is so crooked. I had just bought plain little stockings at Hobby Lobby, and then tied each of it's made out of wood and they're painted, each of the little names on there, then little dog stocking on the end. I don't remember where I got that, but I just love all the stockings. And the lady on Etsy who makes the little wood names, I guess she's not doing it anymore. I went back to try to find her Etsy store so I could share it with you all because I knew you would ask me. She's not there, so I guess you can't get them, but surely somebody on Etsy still does that. So here's the mantle with a little dog bed in front of it. So I just love the way the stockings look. Hanging on the mantle with the fire going. That just makes me super happy. With the tree, it all kind of blends in. And then, I don't know that I'm done with this, but these are my Christmas mice. So I've had these mice since I was a little girl. Just love them so much. And here's another little set of mice. My aunt gave me a lot of these and I've just collected them since I was little. Haven't added anything new to the collection though, but I love them. I love to get them out every year. And up here is Oliver, our elf on the shelf. That's where he's gonna hang out until Christmas. So did y'all have an elf on the shelf? Like, whoever thought of that was truly a marketing genius. Let's just think about this. somebody came up with an idea to sell a very generic stuffed elf with a book, right? I don't remember how much that thing was, but back when I bought it, when my kids were little, it was like I think $70. Worst idea ever, because that elf on the shelf caused me so much stress and work over the years, trying to come up with where to place Oliver, what did he get into during the night? Like, oh my gosh. And for years and years and years and years that went on until finally my kids are grown and I just set Oliver out. But I didn't even know anything about an elf on a shelf. And one of my daughter's best friends, who actually lives up the street, back when they were a little girl, came home one day and said, Mom, so-and-so has this little elf, and the elf, does all these things. Oh my gosh. And then I was committed to an elf on a shelf. But somebody literally was a marketing freaking genius. I wish it had been me, but it wasn't. But oh my gosh, like what a whole thing. So I am feeling so much better. I took a shower, washed my hair. I have on some, I'm actually in clothes, not pajamas. And it started pouring down rain. These guys came running into the bathroom when I was drying my hair. That's how I knew it was raining. They do not like it one bit. So Randy's watching football. Maxie is cuddled up in a little teeny ball inside of a blanket, and they're kind of hunkered down in the living room. And I went in there a few minutes ago to find Maxie because, he didn't come running in the bedroom. And I want to show you what I found. It is so adorable. Randy had covered him up inside this blanket because apparently he went out when it was raining and got his little t-shirt wet. And so Randy covered him up. It's so, so sweet. Well, we had our leftover pizza for lunch, and I'm dressed and ready. Randy went up and walked on the stinking treadmill. He walked a mile at a 4.5 incline or something like that. So he says he's 2 miles ahead of me at this point. I'm not gonna walk this weekend. I just need to make sure I'm back to 100%. I'll get walking in a couple days. But we are getting ready to head to the mall, and Pollux has got his favorite toy, and we're gonna do a little shopping. I talked to my daughter who lives in Milwaukee a couple hours ago, and she said they were having a massive snowstorm. So the snow is just gonna barely skim us. It's gonna stop just north of us here in Paducah. So we're just getting rain. But when it started coming down, it sounded like freezing rain. I could hit it here in the house. Lila got her little squeaky toy. That's how I knew it was coming down. So we're just probably gonna be hunkered in the rest of the weekend because I think it's supposed to rain for the next 4 days. So I want to show y'all what just arrived from Amazon. So I have on this little matching set, and it is my favorite wintertime matching set. So it has this little zip collar. It's kind of like a little stand-up collar, but you can, fold it open just like this, little zip here. And I just have on a little tank underneath just because it's super cold. If it was warmer outside, I wouldn't have the tank on. But this is my favorite color, this raspberry, and it has little matching pants. I have the set also in gray and chocolate brown. And this summer, my mother-in-law said to me that she loved all of my little matching sets and asked me if I could get some for her. So I've been getting her sets that have little short sleeves. And once I got this long sleeve version that I love, it's the same material as the short sleeve, I ordered her a couple colors and they just got here. So I got this beautiful olive. I got it in black for me because, you always need a black matching set. But look at this blue. It is this gorgeous kind of teal blue color. She is going to love that. So since she and I wear the same size, I'm going to film a couple things in this little set and show this color, and then I'm going to take that over to her later this week. But if you love matching sets as much as I do, this one is so fabulous. I'm wearing a size small, and the pants come in lengths. That's why I love it. So I have on a small with a petite in the pants, and it is perfect. And right now, because we're not leaving for another hour or something, and it's just so cold, I've told you all that I'm always wearing my house slippers. So this is what I'm running around the house, fully dressed, little tracksuit, but my house slippers.
Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They said, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah.
Well, surely by now you all know that I'm a terrible vlogger because I always forget to film like all the important things. So Randy and I have already been out to dinner. We've been to the mall. We just got back home, put on my PJs, and I was like, uh-oh. So let me fill you in on what we did. So we went and ran by my sister super quick. I had to drop off a couple things. Oh my goodness, my hair. I took that little matching set over to her because she was interested in one, and I took some different sizes and colors so she could see them in person and try them on. Hello, girl, miss. And then we went in the mall to my husband's friend's store. It's called Roosters. And he ended up buying 2 shirts in there and a turtle box. A turtle box is an outdoor, like, Bluetooth speaker system. It's like all the cool kids have it. And Roosters was selling them, and Randy wanted to get it from his friend. So we got that. And there was a camo shirt he wanted. They didn't have a size in the store, so his buddy's bringing it from the other store to this one, so we're going to have to go back and pick it up. But he did find 2 really good shirts. So I actually do the shopping for all of us for my mother-in-law. So the shirt my husband bought will probably end up going underneath the tree over at my mother-in-law's. But I got a couple things today. I've had a couple gifts already arrive, so I need to probably start wrapping this week for sure. So I will sit down when I have a bunch of things in front of me, and I'll wrap gifts with you all and show you what I have. What was that, Pollux? Huh? What was that under the tree? Oh my goodness. So then we were out and decided, of course, we were going to eat out, and just nothing sounded good. I guess because yesterday my head hurt and my stomach was like, ooh, I don't know. We ended up going to Cracker Barrel. I got 1 scrambled egg, a piece of bacon. I had biscuits and gravy, or actually I only had a half a biscuit with some gravy on it. And then Randy got basically the same thing, and we just share a pancake. It was the perfect, just not overwhelming dinner. And I love to look around in there at their Christmas stuff. They always have such unique stuff. I never buy anything, but I love to just look at it. And they had a whole UK section, you know, Kentucky Blue. And then I saw the cutest little doggy coffee mug, and they had some dog, like, miniature salt and pepper shakers. Adorable little stuff in Cracker Barrel. We probably eat in Cracker Barrel at least once a month, I would guess. I love their hash brown casserole. I love their biscuits, blackberry jelly. I can get catfish in there. They have really good catfish. Randy gets, gosh, he has like a list of things he always gets. If I'm getting dinner, I pretty much always get the catfish. Sometimes the lemon pepper trout, just depends on my mood, or I'll get breakfast in there. It is yucky, y'all. Just like a drizzly, hard, drizzly rain. It has been going on all afternoon, and it's not supposed to stop for a couple of days. Like, this is what we've got. So I'm just wet. My hair was wet. We got home, let the dogs out. Of course, they are wet. Maxie's little t-shirt he had on was just soaked because he's an old guy, so he's got to take his time outside, and I always feel so bad for him. So he came in, I took his little t-shirt off. Sis. And then there's this one. There's always this one. And I think they smell my sister's dog on us, because my sister has a dog, Max, the Bernese Mountain Dog. You all have met Max. He was sniffing all over me. We were petting him. And so when we got home, of course, my dogs are like all over me. They smelt Max. But back to the t-shirt. Now I'm going to let Maxie stay out of his t-shirt for a little while. He'll get cuddled up on the couch with me. I'm just going to sit here, play on my phone, get on TikTok, do a lot of nothing. And then this is the shirt that Maxie picked out to put on tonight. I held up 2 little shirts, and this is the one he picked. And so this will be his PJs tonight. I don't know where he is. I guess he's in the front room. So that's all that's going on around here tonight, other than Pollux and Lola each have a bone or toy or something, and they're laying in front of the fireplace just chewing away. There it is, having a ball. Me, I'm going right there in the corner of this couch, and I'm going to do nada until I see you tomorrow, because it's Vlogmas. Have a good night.